My friend, money is not your enemy. It is your faithful servant. It waits for you to give it direction. It listens to the words you speak, the thoughts you think, and the emotions you feel. When you speak with faith, money flows. When you speak with fear, money hides. Money is energy, and energy obeys the strongest command it receives. Each morning, before you begin your day, declare, "Money flows to me freely, constantly and abundantly. I am always supplied." Do this daily, with a calm but powerful expectation, and you will see results. Because life does not follow chance, life follows law. You are the commander, and your words are orders to the invisible forces around you. Stop telling stories of lack and limitation. Speak prosperity, speak increase, speak gratitude for what you already have. When you bless money, when you love money as a tool for good, it multiplies. Imagine yourself already wealthy, already living in ease. Feel the joy of abundance, and you will attract more of it. Remember, money does not resist you, it simply reflects you. Give it clear orders every day and it will obey. Money is a servant, not a master. This truth, when fully understood, can completely transform the way you experience life. For so many people, money feels like a demanding master, dictating what they can and cannot do, controlling their choices, and even determining their sense of worth. But this is an illusion, a story you have been taught to believe. The moment you realize that money is meant to serve you, to follow your instructions, and to answer your call, you take back the authority that has always belonged to you. Money is energy. It is neither good nor bad. It carries no judgment. It is simply a tool, a messenger, a channel through which the universe delivers resources to you. You are the one who gives money its meaning and direction. If you treat money as your master, it will dominate you, and you will feel small, anxious, and limited. But when you treat money as your servant, you step into your rightful place as the director of your financial life. You begin to see that money responds to clarity, confidence, and purpose. When you order money with faith and gratitude, it obeys. You are constantly giving orders through your words and your thoughts. Every time you say, "I can't afford this," you have given money an order to stay away. Every time you say, "I always have more than enough," you have given money an order to show up and increase. The universe listens to the vibration behind your words and mirrors it back to you. This is why so many people live in cycles of lack. They keep commanding lack with their speech and their feelings. To make money your servant, you must speak to it as a loyal helper. Bless the money you already have, no matter how small it may seem. Appreciate every dollar that flows to you. Say to yourself, "You are welcome here. You are multiplying even now. You are bringing me more opportunities and more freedom." This simple shift creates a magnetic field around you, one that attracts new income, fresh ideas, and unexpected blessings. You no longer chase money in desperation, you invite it to serve your higher purpose. Money cannot lead you because it does not have a will of its own. If you let it lead, you will always feel at the mercy of circumstances. You will make choices from fear instead of vision. You will settle for less because you believe money is in charge. But you are the creator, the one with the power to decide what role money plays in your life. When you stand tall and give clear, consistent direction, money flows where you tell it to flow. It is like a river waiting for you to carve its path. Begin to train your mind to see money as plentiful and obedient. Imagine money as a team of helpers, working day and night to fulfill your needs and desires. They are not lazy. They are not hiding from you. They are simply waiting for your instructions. What would you have them do today? Would you like more money to come through your business, your job, your investments, or through new channels you have never considered? Tell it. Speak it out loud. Believe that it is already in motion. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. Soon you stop worrying about where the next dollar will come from, because you have trained yourself to expect good. You begin to see money appearing in unexpected ways. A refund you weren't expecting, a discount at the right moment, a client who decides to pay early, an opportunity that comes with perfect timing. This is not coincidence. This is evidence that money is serving you. When you realize that money is your servant, you no longer feel guilty for wanting more of it. You understand that more money simply means more capacity to create, to bless others, to express your purpose, and to live with freedom. You stop resenting those who have wealth, because you see that they, too, are simply commanding money to serve them. If they can do it, so can you. You must also release fear, because fear is the signal that calls money away. Fear tells money to stay out of your experience. Gratitude and faith, on the other hand, call it forth. Spend a few minutes each day affirming that you are always supplied, that money is always showing up for you, that you live in a world of abundance. Imagine money rushing to fulfill your needs with ease. As you do this, you reprogram your subconscious mind to see yourself as someone who is never without, someone who is always taken care of. Let money work for you. Let it build, multiply, and expand under your guidance. It is not here to control you. It is here to follow your vision. The more clearly you direct it, the more faithfully it will obey. Daily affirmations are not empty words or wishful thinking. They are powerful commands to the universe, and when spoken with faith and feeling, they shape the very reality you live in. Every day, from the moment you wake up, you are affirming something, whether you realize it or not. Your thoughts, your emotions, and the words you speak are continuously broadcasting instructions, and life is faithfully reflecting them back to you. When you intentionally take hold of this power, when you consciously choose affirmations that align with the life you desire, you begin to experience transformation that feels almost miraculous. Affirmations are more than just positive statements, they are declarations of truth that train your mind to accept a new reality. Most people allow old stories, limiting beliefs, and fear-filled thoughts to run through their mind on repeat. They say things like, "I never have enough money," "Nothing works out for me," or "I'm always struggling." These are affirmations too. They are simply negative ones. The universe does not argue, it simply responds. When you say, "I never have enough," you command shortage. When you say, "Money flows to me easily," you command supply. The difference is not in how the universe works, but in the orders you are giving it. The power of a daily affirmation is in its consistency. You cannot give one order one day and a conflicting order the next and expect steady results. Just like a faithful servant needs clear, repeated instructions, your subconscious mind needs repetition to accept a new belief. This is why daily practice is so important. The more you affirm something, the deeper it goes into your subconscious, until it becomes part of who you are. At that point, you no longer have to try to believe. It is automatic. You have reprogrammed your inner world, and your outer world begins to match it. To make affirmations work, you must speak them as if they are already true. This is where many people go wrong. They affirm with doubt, as if they are pleading or hoping that something will happen. But the most effective affirmations are calm, confident statements of fact. When you say, "I am always supported," say it with quiet authority. Feel it. Let the words settle in your heart. Your emotions are the energy that gives life to your words. A lukewarm affirmation will not carry the same power as one that is spoken with conviction. Daily affirmations are also powerful because they shift your attention. They pull you away from the circumstances you dislike and train you to focus on what you wish to experience. The more you focus on what you want, the more you see opportunities and pathways that align with it. If you start each morning saying, "I am open to receiving abundance today," your mind becomes alert to every chance to receive. A new idea, a new connection, a new source of income. You are no longer walking blindly through your day. You are tuned in, ready, expectant. One of the most beautiful effects of affirmations is the peace they bring. They replace worry with trust. They stop the cycle of fear that runs wild in the minds of so many people. Instead of imagining all the ways life could go wrong, you begin to affirm that life is always working for you. You speak words like, "Everything is unfolding in perfect timing," and suddenly you feel lighter, calmer, more at ease. You are no longer fighting life. You are cooperating with it. This inner calm allows good things to flow to you faster, because you are no longer blocking them with resistance. Affirmations work even when you cannot see immediate change. They are planting seeds in the unseen. Just like a seed takes time to grow beneath the soil before you see any sign of it above ground, your words are doing their work in the invisible realm first. Keep speaking them. Keep affirming even when nothing appears to be happening. The moment you stop affirming, you uproot the seed and delay the harvest. But if you remain steady, repeating your commands daily, the outer results will eventually appear. Sometimes in ways that feel sudden and surprising, as if life rearranged itself overnight just to meet your request. It is also important to choose affirmations that truly resonate with you. If the words feel forced or fake, they will create inner resistance. Start with affirmations that you can believe at least partially. If "I am a millionaire" feels impossible right now, try "I am open to greater wealth," or "Money comes to me in increasing amounts." As your confidence grows and evidence begins to show up in your life, you can affirm bolder and bigger truths. The rhythm of daily affirmations becomes like the beating of a drum, steady, powerful, guiding the direction of your life. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Soon, the negative self-talk that once dominated your thoughts loses its grip. You find yourself affirming good things automatically, without effort. Your mind becomes a garden filled with empowering words, and your life reflects the harvest of those words. Speak your affirmations aloud if you can. There is power in your own voice. Hearing yourself declare abundance, health, success, and love reinforces the message for both your conscious and subconscious mind. Write them down. Place them where you will see them often. On your mirror, in your journal, on your phone. Surround yourself with these powerful commands until they become the only language you speak. Daily affirmations are not about ignoring reality. They are about creating a new reality. They remind you that you are not powerless, that you are a co-creator of your experience. They give you back the authority over your own life. With each word you speak, you are shaping the unseen forces that govern your world. So choose your words carefully, speak them daily, and speak them with faith, because life is always listening and it will always obey. Fear and money cannot live in the same space. Fear pushes money away while faith draws it closer. When you allow fear to dominate your thoughts, you send out a vibration that says, "I do not trust that my needs will be met." This energy creates a wall between you and the flow of supply. It shuts the door to opportunity, it blinds you to solutions, and it keeps you in a state of struggle. Faith, on the other hand, is the open door. It is the magnet that pulls abundance toward you. When you choose faith over fear, you align yourself with the natural current of prosperity, and money begins to flow with ease. Fear is often disguised as caution or responsibility, but it is nothing more than a story of lack. It tells you that there is not enough to go around, that you must hold tightly to what you have, that the future is uncertain and dangerous. Fear whispers that you should not invest, that you should not dream too big, that you should not take a chance. And when you obey fear, you shrink your life, you stop moving forward, you stop trusting yourself, you stop trusting life. This energy repels money because money is an expression of flow, and fear freezes the flow. Faith is the opposite of fear. Faith is the decision to trust that life is on your side. Faith is the quiet knowing that you are supported, that money will appear at the right time, in the right way, through the right channels. Faith does not wait for visible proof before it believes. Faith speaks the word first, and then allows the evidence to catch up. This is why people who live by faith often seem lucky or blessed, because they have removed the blocks that fear creates. Fear keeps you focused on what you do not want. It makes you imagine the worst possible outcomes: losing your job, being unable to pay your bills, running out of money entirely, and what you focus on expands. When you dwell on these images, you are giving powerful instructions to the universe to create more of the same. Faith, however, shifts your focus to what you desire. Faith says, "I see my bank account full. I see myself paying every bill with ease. I see unexpected money arriving to meet my needs." These images become seeds, planted in the soil of your mind, and they produce a harvest of abundance. Fear also shows up in the form of desperation. Many people pray for money from a place of panic, begging and pleading as if they are alone in the universe. But desperation is just fear dressed in urgency. It carries a vibration of lack, and it pushes money further away. Faith is calm, steady, and expectant. Faith thanks in advance. Faith says, "I know it is already done. I know the supply is already on its way." This relaxed confidence is magnetic. It allows you to notice opportunities, to act on inspired ideas, and to receive without resistance. The more you feed fear, the stronger it becomes. Every time you repeat a fearful thought, every time you speak words of worry, you are watering the weeds of lack. Soon they grow so tall that you can no longer see the path to abundance. But the moment you choose faith, even a small amount, you begin to clear the way. You start to notice little signs of provision. A discount, a gift, an extra payment you weren't expecting. These small proofs build your confidence, and your faith grows stronger. Faith does not mean you do nothing. Faith inspires action. But it is action born from trust, not panic. When you are in fear, your actions are frantic, forced, and often ineffective. You chase money, but it runs faster. When you are in faith, you are guided to take the right step at the right moment. You make decisions from a place of clarity, and those decisions lead to increase. Fear contracts, faith expands. Fear makes you hold tightly to what you have, afraid to let anything go. Faith allows you to circulate money with joy, knowing that what you send out returns multiplied. This is why people who give freely often find that more money comes back to them, because they are acting in faith, trusting in the law of circulation. Fear says, if I give, I will have less. Faith says, if I give, I open the channel for more. When you notice fear rising, pause and replace it with a statement of faith. If you catch yourself thinking, what if I can't pay my bills? Say instead, I am always provided for. My supply is endless. Everything I need comes to me at the perfect time. Speak these words until you feel peace returning. The feeling is important, because faith is not just a mental exercise, it is an emotional state. You cannot fake faith. You must nurture it until it becomes your natural response. The practice of faith is like building a muscle. At first it feels weak, especially if fear has been your constant companion. But every time you choose faith over fear, you grow stronger. Soon faith becomes your default. You no longer panic when money seems low, because you know it is only temporary. You have seen too many proofs that life takes care of you. You have trained yourself to trust, and because of that, money comes more easily, more consistently, and more abundantly. Life is not random. It is not a game of chance, where some are lucky and others are doomed. Life follows universal law, precise and unwavering, just as surely as the sun rises each morning and gravity holds you to the earth. The moment you understand this, fear begins to dissolve, because you realize that you are not at the mercy of accidents or fate. You are living in a perfectly ordered universe, where every thought, every word, every action sets something in motion. What you sow, you reap. What you send out returns to you. What you believe and expect begins to shape your reality. These universal laws are not man-made, and they cannot be broken. You can no more escape them than you can escape the law of gravity. You may ignore them, but they still operate, just as gravity still pulls on you, whether you believe in it or not. And this is the great secret. Once you become conscious of these laws and begin to work with them, you stop living by trial and error. You stop stumbling in the dark. You begin to create with intention, and life becomes smoother, more harmonious, more abundant. One of the most powerful of these laws is the law of mind action, that thoughts become things. What you dwell upon with feeling and focus will eventually take form in your life. This is not superstition, it is simply how energy works. Your mind is a magnet, attracting experiences that match its dominant vibration. If you constantly think of lack, you invite more lack. If you constantly affirm abundance, you attract opportunities, people and resources that match that vibration. Life does not pick favorites. The law works the same for everyone, all the time. It does not matter where you were born, how much money you have right now, or what your past has been. The moment you shift your thoughts, your inner world, your words, and your emotions, the outer world must shift to reflect them. The law does not fail, because it cannot fail. It is exact, consistent, and faithful. This is why it is so important to take responsibility for the images you hold in your mind and the words you speak each day. Every complaint is a seed planted, just as every word of gratitude is a seed planted. These seeds grow, and they produce after their kind. You cannot plant weeds and expect roses. You cannot continually speak of hardship and expect prosperity to blossom. You must align with the law by deliberately choosing thoughts, words, and actions that reflect the life you want to live. Some people look at their circumstances and think that they are powerless to change them, but the truth is that circumstances are simply the harvest of past thinking. They are effects, not causes. If you want a different harvest, you must plant different seeds today. This takes discipline, because your mind may want to keep repeating the old stories, the old fears, the old disappointments. But the law is impartial. It will faithfully bring you more of whatever you keep planting, whether you like it or not. When you learn to cooperate with universal law, you stop fighting against life. You stop forcing things to happen through worry, struggle, and frantic effort. You begin to trust the process, knowing that once you have planted the seed and tended it with faith, the result must come. You do not dig up a seed every day to check if it is growing. You water it, you wait, you keep the soil fertile. In the same way, once you have set a clear intention and backed it with feeling, you keep affirming it. You hold the vision, you act in alignment with it, and you allow it to unfold in perfect timing. Life becomes less about chasing and more about allowing. You begin to see synchronicities, doors opening at just the right moment, and solutions appearing as if out of nowhere. This is not magic. This is simply the law responding to your alignment. When your inner world is in harmony, your outer world cannot help but reflect that harmony. Even challenges follow universal law. They are not punishments, they are invitations to grow, to release limiting beliefs, and to align more fully with truth. When you meet a challenge with faith rather than fear, you rise to a higher level of understanding. You begin to see that even difficulties are working for your good, preparing you for the next stage of your journey. Understanding that life follows universal law also removes the need for envy or resentment. If someone else has achieved great wealth or success, it is simply evidence that they are using the law, consciously or unconsciously, in their favor. This should inspire you, not discourage you, because it means the same law is available to you. You do not have to compete with anyone. You do not have to take from another in order to have enough. The universe is abundant, and the law ensures that your supply cannot be withheld from you once you claim it in mind and align yourself with it. Every day, you have the choice to work with these laws consciously or to ignore them and suffer the results. The universe does not punish, but it mirrors. If you send out fear, fear comes back. If you send out love, love comes back. If you send out thoughts of abundance, abundance finds you. The more you live in harmony with these principles, the more effortless life becomes. You begin to trust that you are supported, guided, and provided for. You stop doubting and start expecting good, because you know that the law is on your side. Money is energy, and like all energy, it responds to the vibration you hold toward it. If you resent money, curse it, or see it as evil, it will avoid you. If you bless it, respect it, and treat it as a trusted ally, it will seek you out and stay with you. The way you feel about money determines the way money feels about you. Most people unknowingly push money away by speaking ill of it. They say things like, money is the root of all evil, rich people are greedy, or, it's so hard to make money. These words carry a vibration of dislike, distrust, and rejection. If you had a friend who you constantly insulted, would they want to stay near you? Of course not. Money is no different. Blessing money means appreciating it wherever you see it. When you receive even the smallest amount, whether it's a paycheck, a gift, or a single coin, pause for a moment and silently give thanks. Say to yourself, you are welcome here. You are a symbol of abundance, and you are multiplying even now. This simple act changes your energy. Instead of complaining that there isn't enough, you honor what you have, and this respect creates an opening for more to come. Respecting money also means handling it with care. Keep your wallet tidy. Keep your financial space organized. Pay your bills with gratitude, not resentment. For every bill you pay represents a service you have enjoyed. When you pay for electricity, bless the light that has filled your home. When you pay for water, bless the water that nourishes you. When you pay rent or a mortgage, bless the roof over your head that has kept you safe. This turns what could be a negative emotional experience into a sacred ritual of circulation. You are not losing money, you are allowing it to flow, and what flows returns multiplied. Many people speak words of blessing over everything except money. They bless their loved ones, their food, their home. But when it comes to money, they treat it as something suspicious or unworthy of reverence. But money is neutral. It is simply a tool, a servant, a channel through which you are able to create, build, give, and experience more of life. Blessing money does not mean worshiping it. It means recognizing its divine purpose and aligning your attitude so that money feels safe in your presence. Respecting money also means respecting how you use it. Spend consciously, not carelessly. When you make a purchase, do it with a sense of satisfaction rather than guilt or fear. Say to yourself, I always have more coming in. This money is returning to me multiplied. If you hoard money in fear, you choke off its flow. If you spend recklessly, you treat it with disregard and it slips away. The balanced approach is to circulate money with love, trusting that it will always return. Blessing money transforms your inner conversation. Instead of saying, I never have enough, begin saying, money flows to me in ever-increasing amounts. I am always supplied. I am a good steward of all that I receive. These affirmations carry a high vibration and create harmony between you and the energy of money. Over time, you notice that opportunities begin to appear, ideas for creating wealth come easily, and unexpected income shows up. This is not luck. It is a direct result of the new relationship you have built with money. Even when you see money in the hands of others, bless it. If you see someone driving a beautiful car or living in a lovely home, say silently, I bless their prosperity, and I am grateful for the abundance flowing to me as well. This removes envy, which is a form of resistance. Envy and resentment tell money that you do not truly want it, because deep down you associate it with greed or injustice. Blessing money wherever it is found signals that you are at peace with it and ready to receive your share. Another way to respect money is to give it direction. Money loves purpose. When you tell it where to go, it multiplies. Set aside money for giving, for saving, for investing, and for enjoying life. Treat every dollar as a little worker that you send out into the world to bring back more of its kind. This gives you a sense of empowerment and mastery, and money responds to that energy by obeying your commands. The practice of blessing and respecting money also brings you into a state of gratitude, and gratitude is one of the most magnetic forces in the universe. When you are thankful for what you already have, you send a signal that you are ready for more. When you complain, you send a signal that you are rejecting what you have, and so the flow slows down. Gratitude speeds it up. It turns every financial exchange into an act of faith, an affirmation that you live in a world of supply rather than scarcity. When you bless and respect money, you rise above fear. You no longer see money as something you must fight for or chase. You begin to trust it. You trust that it will come when needed, that it will grow when directed, and that it will stay when treated well. This shift brings peace to your mind, and a peaceful mind is a prosperous mind. To truly call abundance into your life, you must go beyond wishing for it. You must see it, feel it, and live it in your imagination until it becomes more real than your present circumstances. Visualization is the secret language of the subconscious mind. It does not respond to force, but it does respond to pictures, emotions, and repetition. The moment you close your eyes and create a vivid mental image of the life you desire, you begin to plant the seed of that reality. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between something vividly imagined and something physically experienced. If you can see yourself living in abundance so clearly that it feels natural, life will rearrange itself to match that image. Most people visualize lack without even knowing it. They replay images of unpaid bills, empty bank accounts, struggles, and disappointments. They allow fear to paint pictures of losing their home, being rejected, or never succeeding. And since the subconscious is always listening, these pictures become commands, quietly shaping tomorrow's reality. But you have the power to change the picture. You can close your eyes and see something different. See yourself walking confidently through life, smiling as you receive good news, feeling money in your hands, feeling gratitude as you pay for everything with ease. Feeling is the key that unlocks the power of visualization. It is not enough to merely see the image in your mind. You must step into it as though you are living it right now. Imagine yourself in the home you want, not as an observer, but as a participant. Walk through the rooms in your imagination. Run your hand along the furniture. Smell the air. Hear the sounds. Feel the comfort and security that this space brings you. Let your body experience the emotions of joy, pride, and gratitude. This emotional connection impresses the image onto the subconscious more deeply than words alone ever could. When you combine visualization with genuine feeling, you create a vibration that draws matching experiences toward you. You become a magnet for opportunities, ideas, and people who can help bring your vision into reality. You will notice that coincidences begin to happen. The right conversation, the right article, the right chance meeting, as if the universe is conspiring to deliver what you have been imagining. This is not coincidence at all. It is the result of aligning your inner world with the abundance you desire. Consistency strengthens the practice. Take time each day, even if only for a few minutes, to visualize and feel abundance. Do it in the morning before the noise of the world begins to distract you. Do it at night before you sleep, so that your mind continues to hold the image during your rest. Over time, your visualization becomes so natural, so familiar, that it feels like your present reality. And once it feels normal, it must manifest. Your outer life is always a reflection of what you hold to be true on the inside. It is natural for the mind to doubt in the beginning, especially if your current circumstances seem far from the vision you are creating. Do not fight the doubt. Gently return to your mental image and hold it anyway. See it again and again until the doubt grows quieter. Let the feeling of abundance grow stronger than the evidence of lack. This is what it means to walk by faith. To let your inner vision be more real than what your physical eyes can see. You can also enhance your visualization by incorporating affirmations. As you see yourself living in abundance, speak words like, "I am so grateful for the wealth that surrounds me. I am always provided for. Money flows to me freely and joyfully." These spoken words add another layer of energy and help anchor the vision. They tell the conscious mind that this is not just a fantasy but a decision, a reality you are calling into being. Sometimes you may find it difficult to visualize clearly. If that happens, focus on the feeling first. You may not be able to picture every detail, but you can certainly feel what it would be like to live in freedom, to know that everything is taken care of, to feel safe and supported. This feeling is the essence of abundance, and it is enough to open the door for new experiences. As the feeling becomes stronger, the mental pictures will become clearer and more vivid. The beauty of visualization is that it is completely free, available to you at any moment. You can practice it while sitting quietly, while lying in bed, or even while walking outside. The key is to let yourself be immersed in the experience until your body believes it is real. You may find yourself smiling or feeling lighter as you visualize. This is proof that the image is taking root in your subconscious. Keep visualizing even when life looks unchanged. The outer world often takes time to catch up to the inner shift, just as a seed takes time to sprout after it has been planted. The worst thing you can do is stop visualizing out of impatience or doubt. Each session is watering the seed, nurturing it, and bringing it closer to fruition. Soon, you will see signs of growth, small blessings, opportunities, and breakthroughs that show you that your vision is becoming reality. The more you visualize and feel abundance, the more you become the kind of person who expects abundance. And expectation is a creative force. It opens the gates for greater good to flow into your life. You stop being surprised when good things happen because you have already lived them over and over in your mind. You begin to say, "Of course this happened. It was already mine." This natural confidence is what allows abundance to stay and multiply. So from this day forward, speak with power. Give money its clear, faithful orders every morning. Stop talking about lack, stop rehearsing fear, and start commanding abundance. Money is not your master. It is your servant, waiting for you to direct it. Declare, "Money flows to me freely. Money serves my highest good. I am always provided for." Say it until you feel it. Say it until it becomes second nature. Then watch how life begins to shift. Opportunities appearing, ideas arriving, doors opening where before there were only walls. Do this daily, with faith and gratitude, and you will see money obey. You will see it follow your command, filling your hands, filling your life, and blessing everything it touches. This is not a someday promise. This is a law, and it begins to work the moment you do.